Simon Guobadia is revealing exactly what Porsha Williams, former Guobadia, made in her deal with NBC Universal, and you won't believe the amount. This is all coming out in his divorce appeal.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it's been a while since we talked about Simon Guobadia and his divorce from Porsha Williams. But if you've been following the channel, I've already told you that there was this appeal that Simon was pursuing. We already knew after the judge made the decision that he was going to appeal this. We knew that he was going to drag this divorce out forever how long it is, because he does not want to have to pay Porsha the $40,000 a month for the next 14 months. He hates the fact that she's able to film in this $7 million home that he has. And he believes that the prenuptial agreement should not be upheld. However, the court said that they would. And we have to also keep in mind, they took a very long time to finalize this prenuptial agreement. So long that according to Porsha, it caused a delay for the original wedding. But Simon, being thirsty for attention and always wanting to feel like he's going to come out on top, is not going to let this go. He's also a Gemini man. So then there's that, okay? All right, so let me get into what this report is saying exclusively from our friends over at Us Weekly. I'm sure he sent the court documents to them so that people would end up talking about it. So here we are, talking about it. So let me tell you what he's saying in this. According to Us Weekly, they said that Porsha Williams' ex-husband, Simon Guobadia, revealed that the Real Housewives of Atlanta star alleged income as a part of his appeal of his divorce judgment. They can exclusively report. According to the docs filed by Guobadia, who's 61 years old, last month, Williams earned approximately $8 million to $9 million in 2024. Guobadia pointed to the overall script talent deal. So remember, when Porsha came back and announced that she was coming back, there were multiple reports that it was an overall larger deal with NBC Universal, where she would be able to do scripted content with them as well. So there's a big investment in Porsha with this new deal. So they say he pointed to the overall scripted talent deal Williams signed with NBC Universal. He argued the terms of the prenuptial agreement evidence husband's intent to compensate his wife in the event of a divorce for not earning the income that she was earning when she was employed with RHOA and Dish Nation prior to marrying him. Because again, Simon is saying that he was bamboozled. He was also blindsided by Porsha filing for a divorce. It should also be noted, though, because although I'm saying that he lost in this divorce, recently we found out that there is an attorney's liens on this property that he owns here in the United States, the $7 million home that Porsha is staying in. Not only did his attorneys apparently put a lien on the home for over $200-something thousand, apparently Porsha's attorneys also put a lien on the home because based off of the finalization of the divorce, he was supposed to pay for her attorney's fees, which were over $200-something thousand. So they said this. They said Guobadia filed docs as a part of his effort to overturn the decision to enforce the prenuptial agreement. He claimed Williams, 44, never disclosed her plans to return to RHOA when they negotiated the prenup in November of 2022. And I said that's BS, because we have to remember, after she left Real Housewives of Atlanta, she filmed Porsha's Family of Lies, her reality TV spinoff. Then she went on Ultimate Girls Trip. Then she announced that she was returning, and she's like, who said that Porsha Williams is returning? But Porsha Guobadia is returning. So he was fully aware. Did he like it? Maybe not. But what he's arguing here, they said that he claimed that Porsha never disclosed her plans to return to RHOA when they negotiated the prenup in November of 2022. But you think Porsha, of all people, if they're offering her an overall deal with NBC Universal worth $8 to $9 million, again, this is based off what he's saying. I can't imagine that NBC Universal offered Porsha $8 to $9 million. I don't know if I believe that, because I don't know if they ever offered that to a Nene Leakes when Nene was in good favor with them. I just can't imagine, especially when you think about Porsha. I think she's fine on reality television, But as an actress, she's okay. As a bigger personality, she's all right. I can see them investing that amount of money into a Nene Leakes because she has a proven track record of being good reality television, but also an actress. But, Nene kind of burned that bridge. I know she's back in the good graces of NBC Universal, but I don't see them giving that to her now. But I also don't believe that Porsha really got an $8 to $9 million deal. Not saying that she's not worth it. I think he's exaggerating this. The Kempire After Dark live experience will end here in New York City. The villain era is officially going to be wrapped up this year. But you still have an opportunity to come see me live in person at the New York City show on September 12th at the Green Room 42. But if you can't make it to the show because you live abroad or you live in another city or you won't be in New York City or you're coming to the show and you still want to be able to watch it a week later, get your tickets for the live stream option. All that ticket information will be available in the description. Come for a night of hot topics and tea being spilled. Literally, we were just talking about Stacey and her breath. We talked about that during our last New York City show, and now they're confirming it in the season 10 trailer. You just never know what will be said. Again, more ticket information will be available in the description. See you guys at the next show. Speaking of exaggerating, remember what we found out in this divorce. He claimed to the court that before he went to ICE detainment, his company was worth $200 something million, but while he was in detainment, now it's worth zero. We have to keep these things in mind. We also have to keep in mind he's been accused of credit card fraud and other frauds from over the years since the 80s. We have to remember who we're talking to. So they continue. Guobadia said that when they worked out the prenup terms, Williams was not employed by RHOA or Dish Nation, where she co-hosted as an entertainment news show. In his appeal documents, Guobadia also argued Williams broke confidentiality provisions of the prenup when she spoke about him and his finances on RHOA and press interviews. A judge has yet to rule. Williams opposed Guobadia's attempts to have the prenup thrown out during the divorce. As Us previously reported, the judge presiding over Williams' divorce from Guobadia sided with the reality star at the hearing on June 10th and ruled that the prenup was valid. The court finds that Williams has been a reality TV star for years, which was well known to husband at the time of negotiating the prenuptial agreement, and Guobadia nevertheless married wife with this knowledge, the order read. And again, he was on her reality show before they got married. And sidebar, when we saw all the footage from their wedding, I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of was sort of like, damn, we should have had that film, because the wedding was very big and extravagant, and it was multiple days. So they said, per the prenup, Williams will be allowed to stay in the $7 million home she shared with Guobadia during their marriage, who was deported from the United States due to immigration issues in June. In addition, Guobadia has to pay Williams $40,000 per month in spousal support for 14 months. Williams will not only be allowed to stay in the home, but was also awarded 50% of the equity. Not sure how much equity is actually in the home. Because remember, this is a fairly new home. This is not the home that he shared with Fallon Pena. This is a fairly new home. Again, is there even any equity in the home? Not sure. Because everything with Simon is so questionable. The reality star will have 3 years to decide if she wants to take over the mortgage or sell the home. You will also know that she's currently selling her Duluth home for $1.85 million, which a lot of people thought was suspicious because this was the home that she gave to her mother. The Bravo star also walked away with a 2021 Rolls Royce and various other cars. Oh, there were other cars? Or were those cars belonging to her? On top of that, the court ordered Guobadia to pay Williams legal bills totaling $224,000. As Us previously reported, Williams filed for divorce from Guobadia in February of 2024 after 15 months of marriage. At the final hearing, Guobadia claimed his business, Simcoe, value went from $296 million to nothing after he was detained by ICE. The court did not buy the claim that almost $297 million in business value vanished entirely over the course of a few months without recourse or recovery, strains credibility. Basically, they said he was lying. So again, we see a pattern. We're not even just talking about what happened in the 80s. We're seeing a pattern literally right now. You seem to be shucking and jiving in court documents and the value in your money and things like that. But Porsha, I don't feel sorry for anyone involved in this situation. I feel sorry for the kids. I don't feel sorry for Porsha. I don't feel sorry for Fallon Pena. All of them. Fallon has gone on and had 2 babies since then. And mind you, she was pregnant during this whole debacle when it first started. I don't feel sorry for anyone involved here. But now this is going to be dragged out because you decided to get involved with Simon. You were probably hoping that Simon would just let this go. Let the court decide. The court decided no. Now he's going to drag this out to court. I'm not shocked, but we're going to continue to follow this story, unfortunately, because it's part of our job. And a lot of you want the update. So that's the update. It's revealed that apparently Porsha is making $8 to $9 million in her NBCU deal, overall deal. And apparently Simon is not going to give up on this. He is refusing to pay what he's going to have to pay Porsha over the next 14 months. And the fact that she has the home. I mean, can you blame him? It's a $7 million home. And he feels so blindsided and hurt by this. Okay. Guys, let's continue this conversation in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Here we go now.